Welcome back, dear children. So, we are seeing about interrogative pronouns. So, interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions, right? So, who is used for people, used as a subject of the verb. So, who loves pies? Who is acting as a subject? Loves is a verb here, pies. Who is acting as a subject again? One is a verb, yesterday. Right? Whom for people used as an object of a verb or preposition. You saw whom. Saw is a verb and whom as acts as an object. You went with whom. Preposition plus object. Whose is used for people. So this is what we are discussing. Whose pencil is this, all that. So used for people and it's represent position. Position means ownership. Okay. Who's this? Who's uh, who won the race? Who's won the race? Who won the race only will be proper here. Whose is this? Whose pen is this? Whose box is this? So that will act very apt for this. What? What is for people, used for animals and things. What is that? What do you mean? So whenever somebody is saying something, what do you mean by that? So if you didn't understand, I didn't understand, what do you mean by that? For scolding also, we will say, what do you mean by that? Which is used for people, animals and things. Which is smarter? Which is faster? Which is heavier? Right? All these. Children, I hope interrogative pronouns will be clear for you. Interrogative pronouns means asking question, right? Shall we move into the next slide? Possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns are used to show possession. Now only I said possession means ownership. Possessive pronouns are mine, yours, his, hers, ours and theirs. So example, the tickets are as good as ours. Shall we take yours or theirs? Shall we take yours or theirs? So these pronouns are sometimes called absolute possessive pronouns to differentiate them with possessive determiners. So a determiners here represent my, your, his, her, its, our and their. Determiners and possessive pronouns we saw in the previous slide. Shall I show you that? The previous slide which we saw pronouns. See, determiner and possessive pronoun. Possessive determiner is my. Possessive pronoun is mine. Determiner is your. Pronoun is yours. His, her, its, his, hers. Can you able to see adding s over everything? So in possessive pronoun there will be yes. Okay, but not for mine and his. His already it is there. Here also his, her, its, right? So there is a small difference. This is my home, possessive determinant. This home is mine, pronoun, right? If you practice, then it will come out and you will understand what is the possessive determinant and what is the possessive pronoun. Is it clear? In this tabular column you can able to see possessive pronoun and possessive determiner, right? So now absolute possessive pronouns to differentiate them with possessive determiners. My, your, his, her, its, our and their, which are also classified as a type of possessive pronoun, right? This is Sarah's English book, apostrophe yes. Okay. Have you seen her French book? So her replaces whom? Sarah's, right? The pronoun her replaces Sarah. Can you able to understand possessive pronoun? Yes. Good. Here, mine, yours, his, hers, ours, theirs. A word that replaces a noun and shows ownership. A noun that replaces a pronoun. A word that replaces a noun, a word that replaces a noun and shows ownership. Right? These are called possessive pronoun. It's not yours. It is not yours. Which one is not yours? The fish. Can you able to see the picture? Right? Bird is catching the fish and flying. But what he is taking? What he is doing? He is also catching fish. So it's not yours. Replaces the noun fish and shows the ownership. It's mine now, the bird is saying. It's mine now. You caught fish, okay. Okay. But I caught the fish and I am flying, so it's mine now. Now, see, beautiful depiction of this possessive pronoun in picture. This is the best example. You can see that and you can able to understand yours, mine, all that. Is it clear, ma? Shall we move to the next slide? Right? Now comes relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are used to add more information to a sentence. Right? Which, that, who, including whom and whose, where are all relative pronouns. See, for example, Dr. Adam Sisson, who lectured at Cambridge for more than 12 years, should have known the difference. This example, the relative pronoun who introduces a class who studied at Cambridge for 12 years, who lectured at Cambridge for more than 12 years, should have known the difference. So here, who introduces the clause who studied at the Cambridge for 12 years and refers back to Dr. Adam Sisson. Right? The man, the next example, see here. The man who first saw the comet reported it as a UFO. In this example, the relative pronoun who introduces the clause who first saw the comet and it refers back to the man here. The man who first saw the comet. Right? Relative pronouns are used to add more information to a sentence. Right? Is it clear? Now here, relative pronoun that, which, who, whom, whose. A pronoun that heads an adjective clause. See here, in the previous slide, you saw relative pronouns are used to add more information to a sentence. Right? That is what adding more information is called as an adjective. That heads, a pronoun that heads an adjective clause. Right? That, which, who, whom, whose. Example, the dog that ate the cake. Here, that is a relative pronoun. The dog is a noun here. Ate the cake is adjective clause. So that is a relative pronoun. The dog that ate the cake is looking guilty. Okay, the dog is a noun here. That is acting as a relative pronoun. Ate the cake is an adjective clause. It's looking guilty. Right? So, relative pronouns are used to head an adjective clause. Is it clear, ma? Next comes reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocal pronouns are used for actions or feelings that are reciprocated. Reciprocal pronouns are each other, one another. Each other and one another. They like one another. They talk to each other like they are babies. They talk to each other like they are babies. Right? So, reciprocal pronouns are used for actions of feelings that are reciprocated. Reciprocal in mathematics term, reciprocal is numerator in a fraction. Numerator will be there and denominator will be there. Numerator is on the top, denominator will be there on the bottom, right? And when we change the number, when the denominator becomes numerator and the numerator becomes denominator, we will call that as reciprocal, right? Reciprocal here are used for the actions of feelings that are reciprocated. So ulta ulta. We'll see reciprocal pronouns are each other and one another. They like one another means what? I like you and you like me. That is what they like one another. They talk to each other like they are babies. I am talking to you and you are talking to me when we are in live session, Zoom session, right? That is what each other. So reciprocal is both the ways. Is it clear? So here reciprocal pronouns. One small, what is this cat? Is it cat or dog? So this is cat. I am assuming this is cat and that is dog. So they are loving mutually, mutual love. Okay. My dog and cat love each other. Reciprocal pronoun. So here they are supporting in an office. In an office, they three are supporting each other. Mutual support. So he is the head of the department. So two team members are there. This head of the department is helping both of them. And these two team members help each other, right? So they all support one another. Here one another is a reciprocal pronoun, right? Very, very easy. Reciprocal pronoun is very easy. Each other and one another, right? Can you able to understand this here? Shall we move into the next slide? Right? Reflexive pronouns, right? Reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns ends with self or selves and refers to another noun or pronoun in the sentence, usually the subject of the sentence. The reflexive pronouns are myself, yourself, herself, himself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. The dog bit itself. In this example, the intensive pronoun itself refers back to the noun the dog. Are you talking to yourself? So, yourself is a reflexive pronoun here. Yourself. Clean the shelf yourself. So, when the bookshelf is very messy, then your mother will say, clean the shelf by yourself. Then only you will feel the pain. You're not keeping it proper. All these dialogues she will say. Yourself is a reflexive pronoun used to refer another noun or pronoun in a sentence. Is it clear, ma? Especially the subject of the sentence, right? So next we will see in depth about reflexive pronoun. Right? So this reflexive pronoun will be continued in the next session also. Right? Reflexive pronouns are myself, yourself, herself, himself, itself, ourself, yourselves, and themselves. These words can be either reflexive pronouns or emphatic pronouns. What is the word emphatic? Take your dictionary and refer what is emphatic. Emphatic refers to special preference. Okay. So this page is about their use as reflexive pronoun. Children, it is time to say thank you, dear. So we will meet in the next session with the same reflexive pronoun.